Lousy. Chelsea's painting my TI today, and we're going Imola red over top of the Hellrot. And her dad was nice enough to let us use their booth at his work, and the car is next. Here's all the pieces: 2-piece side skirts, fog light covers, Euro trash headlight covers, the front lip, and the front fenders. A lot of exciting stuff going on in the back of this TI right now. I've been driving, let me maybe show you guys. I've been driving this car for a long time with these crappy little, I don't know if you can see, it's getting dark out, eccentric bolts on the axle or the rear subframe adjustment for a long time, and these trailing arms that were bent. And Garagistic makes this sick, flip, this sick subframe that has, let's see if I can get enough light in there. Let's see, let me brighten it up a little bit here. Nope, can't really do anything. Nope, I tried. Aperture can't go any higher, but so it has basically a, you know what, I'll go to this side, you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Serrated subframe mount piece for the trailing arm. So you can adjust a ton of toe and a ton of camber. As you can see, the camber here is like so much room. This wheel is already done. We're just making some small alignment adjustments. And this is a negative 0.25 camber and 1/8 inch toe in total. We did have it at 1 inch of toe in and 0 camber, so there's definitely plenty of adjustment there. I also went with the standard subframe setup, so it's not raising it anymore, so I don't have to cut a hole in the floor. So that's nice. If I want to add some anti-squat later, I could potentially get a slim one for here. I've also got the braced Z3 2.8 axle or trailing arms and 2.8 axles with the proper amount of plunge. So hopefully this strengthens it up a little bit, as well as gives me that good tire wear and actually reinvigorates the way this car drives, because it always had too much camber and not enough toe. So we will see how it goes. very successful weekend. I'm pretty pumped on it. We did a lot of things in a week. Got the car painted. Chelsea did a phenomenal job on it. I also blew the quarter panel to pieces already. Sorry. It's getting cold up here now this time of year. It's wild how this happens. It goes from like 100 to like 50 in a weekend, and then you're like, I might not get any warmer days. So maybe some changes to come with that. But yeah, car did great. We towed down with the old Ford that we've been working on a little bit over the last 2 weeks, and it did great. It was like about 650 miles round trip. Did really good. Got 13 miles to the gallon or so. Had good power pulling the hills, no problem with the. We're probably right at about 7,000 or 8,000 pounds towing, so not a lot, but you know, it was pulling the big passes at like 60, 65, so I'm pretty pumped on that for old truck. Got to drive with some of the homies, which was sick. A lot of people came to that event, so it was cool. I got to judge the event as well. Congrats to Wicknick as the winner of the event, and thanks for Y-Plate for throwing it as well. So if you need any Japanese stuff for cars or any of that importation and whatnot, make sure you check them out at Y-Plate. But yeah, the event was cool. I love that track. The TI was a machine there. The rear suspension changes are phenomenal. I love it. The tire wear is really, really good. I feel like I lost some instant dig from lowering it, which we knew was going to happen. So I do have some things I can do to help change that a little bit and hopefully make it, let's say, a little bit more instant grip and a little bit less long-term grip. So yeah, things to do. Probably put a little bit more toe in it. I was only running about a 1/8 inch toe in, so I think we're going to go to maybe about a 1/2 inch, which I know I usually use as a last-ditch effort, but I'm trying to get more instant, and I feel like that's a way to do it with the car still being as low as it is. But this car is very different than everyone else's. It's like a semi-trailing arm setup, so it has like a really weird camber and toe curve. But the Garagistic stuff really fixed that in terms of the tire wear and the alignment ability and all that. So now I just need to tune in some shocks and spring rate and maybe get the toe a little bit more aggressive to get that instant that I lost from lowering it quite a bit, which obviously it's still not super low, but it's low enough that it gets on and off the trailer, or high enough that it gets on and off the trailer really easy, but low enough that it's, you know, tuck and tire and moving around a little bit. And I think overall the aesthetics of it are much better. It's more of how I would have had the car for a long time had the rear suspension not be so jacked. So big ups to Garagistic for making that rear subframe and making it so the car can be low at zero camber with toe in. I mean, that's something that I feel like without doing a crazy amount of subframe work, like a DTM style rear subframe, wasn't available until now. And it's pretty cheap. So anyways, hit the like button. I know it's stupid. I'm an awful YouTuber. I never tell anybody to do anything. I feel like all I do is tell you about what I did for the day and hopefully educate you on a couple things, at least my theories and concerns with drifting. But there's an algorithm that is based off you clicking a thumbs up button. And apparently they're trying to get rid of the thumbs down. Like, that's the wackest thing ever. Like, when you hate it, you should let somebody know the deal. Tell them how you feel. So I think there's a button I checked that allows people to still thumbs down it, so I'll check that. And if it's not there, then tell me in the comments, yo, that shit was whack. All right, guys, see ya.